Hi, welcome to the channel Geoscientist. In this video, we are going to explore different functionality in Techlog. Actually, there are a lot of questions regarding in the comments regarding crossplots. So I'm going to show you some basic crossplot how you can make it in Techlog. So let's start. So I have loaded the log data for one of my wells. I'm going to make a cross plot for density to neutron porosity. I'll show you how to color it and how to select for a certain formation. Uh, let's start. First of all, you have like different options to select a cross plot from. You can just go to the plots and select cross plot from here, or cross plot from here, or cross plot from here. So there are different places where you can start creating your cross plots. So I'm going starting from over here. So when I select my cross plot, so this sort of cross plot window pops up, and now I have to select my variables. Over x-axis I am going to drag and drop my neutron porosity log. Over y-axis I'm going to drop my density, and to color my points I am going to drop gamma ray. So this is how things are looking right now. Now we have to display the lithology lines, and that depends upon the tool which have been used to acquire those logs. Either you have used Schlumberger or a Weatherford tool. So in my case, we have a Weatherford tool which is MDN. So to display those line over this cross plot, I'll go to this charts table, and from here I'll go down and look for Weatherford MDN. So here it is, Weatherford MDN. Select this one and click on add at the bottom of this list. So here is the lithology lines. Now we have to adjust the scale and the coloring, because for the sand our color should be on the reddish side, and for the shale it should be on the purplish side. So how to do this? So if you look over on the left side, you have this palettes column. Just go and double click on this unknown palette. It will open up this palette editor window. What you can do on the bottom here is reverse colors and text. You just reverse the color and give the lower boundary, that is basically for the gamma ray, give it 0, and keep it up to 150. I'm going to keep it up to 150, or you can move to 200. Maybe let's do it at 200, and then click this tick sign, apply. For the shortcut you can just press F7 as well. So I'll just do this and close this one. I don't want to save my palette right now. So if you look it over there, now you have the yellowish signs on the left and bluish and greenish signs on the right. So now what next? Now I'm going to select the scales, or for example, if I want to see a specific formation, this is for the whole well, for the whole reservoir section. Now I want to look into the specific reservoir. For example, I'll just go to data editor, and I'll drop my tops information, and I'll see where is my this. So my this LL2 is my reservoir. That's a clastic sandstone reservoir. These are deltaic sands, deposit deltaic environment. So it is starting from 2879 to 3019. 2879 So what I'm going to do, I'm selecting this well name, and I'll press F4. So this will open up the properties. So here I have to give the limitations. So what are my limitations? I'll give the top and bottom of this formation 2879 till 3019. So it has filtered out the other formations, and we are just left with the specific formation. So if you want to change the scales of horizontal axis and vertical axis, you can do it from here. Horizontal axis, vertical axis, and the point size. So I'll keep them as default. I'll just close this properties tab, and I'll close this data editor. Now I'm going to open a log view plot, and I'll just drag and drop my gamma ray, my density log, and neutron porosity log. Just one more thing. I have to add the formations. So I added a formation log view, and I'll select my zonations. From global zonation, I'll go and select my tops, select all. So here are my formations. So the formation which I want to display is this LL2. I just want to bring it up. So these yellow parts are basically the sandy part. Now we have to curve fill this neutron density just to see the crossover. Select density, press shift, and then select neutron, right click, and fill with this insert area fill between the variables. So select this option. It fills the curves. So this is showing some gas effect in the sandstone. So now I want to see where, so I can see this cluster which is like being pulled up because of low density and low neutron count. So this shows a gas effect over here, and I have to see which part of is over here. So what I can do, I'll just select this crossplot window and go to over this interactive selection tool, which is sort of a bullseye sort of a image or icon. I'll select this drop down menu, and I can uh, make a color on the list. I have already made four colors on the list, so I'm going to select this brown one so I can see on the plots clearly. So when I move my cursor above on 2, there's option for select. I'm going to select this one. Now by clicking the left hand mouse button, and when you fill these with the color, now look over the right, you can see, so these are the points which are showing gas effect, which are above the sandstone line. Now you can do this respectively in the log view window as well. So I'm going again on this window, I have to unselect. Is there some issue? Oh yeah, I'll cancel selection. Now I'll select this log view window. Again, I'll go and do this selection. Now, if I start from here, so if you look over there, everything is being filled on the crossover. So this zone is over here. So that's how you can make cross plots and make selections for the display purpose and for your interpretations. uh, During the petrophysical interpretation, you can do this sort of tips and tricks. uh, that's how you make cross plots. So there was a question regarding m and n cross plots. You can make you can estimate the variable m and n using your sonic and neutron and density, and then just plot on your m and n in on your x and y axis respectively, and then you can display over this cross plot. Then you can take a screenshot or print that one into your uh, presentation, whatever wherever you want to present. So that's all. We'll see you in the next tutorial. Till then, bye bye.